What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, you guys. It is the 21st day of May today. We got about 23 hours left in the day here. A brand new day is upon us. Yesterday closed down 1.7%. The day before, 2%. The day before that, 4%. It's like these moves to the downside are getting smaller and smaller as we go on. We'll see if they continue to get smaller. Maybe today will be a green day. If we close today red around here or a little bit lower, even just a little bit lower, we'd set ourselves up for a nice bounce off the 50. Nice succession of lows here, kind of in tandem right there. And then at the same trajectory up here, we got this nice little parallel channel on our daily RSI for OnyxCoin. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Any day now, any moment, we could be ripping to the upside, guys, getting into that overbought zone. I'm just saying that if today closes red, we get one more red day. If it closed here or even a little bit lower, it wouldn't look bad. It wouldn't be bad, right? It'd be at a good area to bounce from in the RSI. Bouncing off the 50 is nice, but you don't have to bounce off the 50. Look, we didn't bounce off the 50 there. We still went up higher, right? We didn't bounce off the 50 here. We got close, but we didn't. In fact, there's more of an argument to be made that OnyxCoin doesn't directly respect its 50. It respects the area just above or just below it a lot more so. But that maybe that's a topic for another day. I've noticed that in my time. Have you? No, it's on this RSI. It's because it's on the 10 length. I wonder if it's different if it's on like the 14, which is the standard. No, probably even less so on the 14. Anyways, let's look at this on the short-term time frame and just kind of dissect this thing for now. So we did move down a little bit, 1.9 cents now. Yesterday we saw a low at the end of the day there at 1.89 cents. It's very possible that we could go a little bit lower, but it's also quite possible this is the low, right? I was anticipating that we'd go below this low. I do accept that we could even go below this low, but I'm not necessarily expecting that we go below that low. We don't have to. This could have been it. And I want to look at Coinbase here real quick. Do we get any volume to follow through with this? Yeah, a little bit. Okay. I mean, a little bit to break you through. Yeah. You did get a little bit of volume to break you through, so maybe you do progress lower. Let's see what you're doing here from a relative low to a relative high. Low to high right at 786, 886. It could be the end of it. You're at like a make it or break it point right now. Let me look at the 15-minute time frame. It's not easy to say. I would just have to be going off of blind faith. I mean, what I can say is you're finding support at prior resistance and prior support right here and prior resistance right there. It's very possible that you could be finding support here. Let's see. Let's look at the low to high here. Right at the 0.5, reaching for the golden ratio. I don't know. Overall, you're still productive. I'm not seeing enough here to condemn you down to the golden ratio, but I will say if we go to 1.83 cents, if we go just below 1.8 cents, don't be surprised, okay? It's fine if it happens. If it happens, it'll probably happen today. If it doesn't happen today, it's probably not going to happen, okay? That's the best way that I can put it, okay? Likely what happens if we don't go lower, I'm going to lean toward the idea that we actually do move up from here and that we don't move lower. I'm just putting this on the radar in case it happens because it's important to be aware of that, right? If we go down there, cool. If not, cool. The expectation for me right now is that we move higher. I do see a lower low in the 4-hour RSI, right? Lower low right there. That is hidden bullish divergence. We're right at the 40 on the 4-hour RSI right now. Even if we don't close this 4-hour red right here, even if we were to close it green and bounce off of the RSI, we wouldn't be bouncing right off the 40 like this, but we would be bouncing right above the 40. This is good enough. It doesn't need to be right at the 40. It can be just above it. That's fine. And this is a good enough area to bounce from, in my opinion. The fact that we have a lower low with a higher low, hidden bullish divergence, that's enough for me to see. I think that it's a good enough reason to believe that we could be finding support here at prior areas of support, at prior areas of resistance, you know. The list goes on, support, resistance, all in this area. So looking for a little bit of support here. Let's look at this on a daily time frame real quick. From a high to low of the overall consolidation phase. What are we doing in this fib? It's a little bit more. It's a little bit to the lower side, but OnyxCoin kind of breaks the rules sometimes. So that's okay. I'm not worried about it. Overall, as long as we're not closing today below like 1.85 cents, I think we're fine. We can go below 1.85 cents. We just don't want to close below there. Even if we close below there, we're probably fine. But I wouldn't want to see it just because of the RSI here. I want to keep this trajectory up, right? These higher lows here. Anyways, looking at the daily time frame here, I certainly do believe we look productive, right? We went from this kind of unproductive look to now a more higher low, higher high kind of productive look. As long as we maintain these higher lows, I think that we're on our way higher. Any day now. It could be today, man. It could be tomorrow. I'm thinking Bitcoin breaks out to new all-time highs. I think we're going to see that happen today. That doesn't mean OnyxCoin has to break out today, but any day now, because Bitcoin's going to break out, because the rest of the markets are going to break out. OnyxCoin tends to follow the rest of the markets too, right? It doesn't move up before the rest of the markets. It might top off before the rest of the markets or after the rest of the market, but it's not. It tends to move up and move down with the market for the most part. So if the rest of the market is on pause for another day, we're going to be on pause. But if things start to pop up today, if we start to notice some big coins moving, just wait, man. OnyxCoin is going to have its turn, and whenever it does move, we're going to hit 3 cents fast. We're at 1.9 cents now. We're going to hit 3 cents fast, man. Like, it could be by the end of today that we're at 3 cents. If not by the end of this week, by the end of the month of May, we're looking for targets that are all the way up at 5.5 cents, just above there at 5.7, 5.6 cents, maybe even a little bit lower, but I would think something in this area here between about like 4.5 cents to 5.5 cents, 6 cents. That's the area that we're going to go to. I'm leaning toward that 5.5 cent area myself personally, just a little bit above there. What else is there to talk about? Weekly time frame looks bullish. Not a whole lot to go off of. Okay, I guess actually on this, we do want this week to close green, right? And I think we will. We got 4 days, we got basically 5 days left here. Bitcoin's looking like it wants to break out to new all-time highs today. The rest of the market's going to catch up and do its thing, either with Bitcoin or after Bitcoin. Like, we're not far behind. I can't see this week closing red, but if it does close red, it sets us up in a position where we could reject a 60 on the weekly RSI. The last time we did that, well, that kind of held us up here, right? So let's try and get above there. It's better to break above the 60 than being held down by it. I don't mind consolidating like this, right? This is fine, but let's just get up there. When we start getting readings above the 60, it's time to start thinking about getting overbought. And when we're thinking about getting overbought, man, it's time to be glad that you're holding and that you put everything into this thing before it took off, because it really is about to rip, man. I think it's going to do phenomenal. I really do think that ultimately, from here we're at 1.9 cents, but ultimately this thing is going to move up to 26 to 32 cents by the end of June. By the end of June, if not early July. And we should see a lot of this move taking place over the coming weeks. We really should see, maybe not like by the end of May. I suppose by the end of May, we're going to be up here. So yeah, a good bit of this move will happen over the next like week or two. And then the weeks afterwards, going into June, it should be pretty phenomenal. We should, midway through June, be above 10 cents, right? Stuff like this, or at least by the 20th, be above 10 cents, something like that. I mean, this thing can move up in a very short amount of time, but we'll see. Nothing's perfect. Timing is the hardest part to guess, but we should be making some serious headway in June. And this 26 to 32 cent price target should be coming a bit more obvious over the coming weeks. That's all I'm trying to say here. I don't know if I have anything else that I want to say. I've said enough. The indicators look bullish enough. Let's look at some other indicators we don't normally look at. Let's no. We'll do this one. Yeah. Did it not load? Yeah, there we go. Delete you. We could use the MFI, but nah, screw it. I'm probably going to get rid of the LRO. I don't care about it right now for the longer term stuff. For the short term stuff I do, but we've already got a good look at the short term stuff, so I'm not worried about it. Monthly MACD here, weekly MACD, looking like it's about to cross green, you guys. That's very bullish, very, very bullish, and the oscillators are well above the zero. Hell yeah, we're about to cross green. Are we green right now? No, we're about to. We are super close, you guys. All we got to do is flip this week green. We're going to get a green cross on the MACD. I mean, you guys remember the last time that happened, right? We saw some fantastic growth. Weekly stochastics are pointed upwards. We like it. The blue's pointed down, but if this week can close green, I think it will, then we're going to be pointed up. Weekly stochastics and RSI look good as well. Daily time frame, daily stochastics right in an area to bounce. Daily RSI right in an area to bounce. The MACD looks like it's about to cross red, so hopefully we can avoid that. But even if we do, it's okay. It's fine. You can close red. Maybe that just means that we consolidate for a little bit of more time, but I wouldn't expect it too much. All in all, everything really does look good. The only things that I'm concerned about really, I guess, would be the daily MACD. We want to try to avoid that closing red. So today, ideally, would be a green day and we actually move up. And then the other thing would be the weekly RSI rejecting the 60. So hopefully we can close the day, and hopefully we can close this week green and flip this RSI to the upside, get the stochastics pointed the right way, flip the MACD here to the green bullish effect as well. And then hopefully today, we just don't cross the MACD to the downside. Or if we do, it's like this, where we get one red day and then that's it. I mean, right there, right? You got one red day on your daily MACD and then that was it. You still went lower, but hopefully it's just nothing too serious here. And if we do get a green day, if we start to move up today for OnyxCoin, I think this would actually make the daily MACD look really good. We'd start to build, right? We go from these moments here where it's like a little hump, and then you build a bigger hump, and then a bigger hump, right? We're at the little hump right now. We might be looking to build a bigger hump. Today is hump day. So hopefully we can get a little bigger hump going on. I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Ultimately, we're just playing off of this bull flag here, man. That's all we're doing. It's a chart pattern, bull flag. If this is your first time hearing this, it's a very, very common pattern, a bull flag pattern. You can look it up. What's it look like? It looks just like this. And the way that you measure this would be, the implied move would be something up around here at about 5.6, 5.7 cents. And we're expecting that to happen by the end of May. If it's not by the end of May, very early June, but I'm anticipating this by the end of May over the next couple of weeks. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.